but it's true. A bike should look more like this Royal Enfield Himalayan.
Join us for the ride of a lifetime.
Let's watch an idiot try to ride a motorcycle. Some guy rides.
The bartender was telling me that this river is so high. Right now they had 14 drownings in the last few months. It is just raging. And part of this festival is they make crazy boats, there's stipulations you can only use, I don't know, but it's like boats made out of garbage that fall apart. So I hope no one gets hurt. I think it might be today. And let me give you a little tour of my setup here. So I can't say enough about the Moscow Moto stuff. It's the best. They've thought of everything. I think there's a new model out that fixes a couple of small issues, like this Molly only goes vertically or horizontally, and the new one goes either way, which would be great, because there are times when you want straps to go like this. Like I would strap this there if that was how it was. The giant loop bladder, it's good. I like it. I mean, it's better than anything else I've had. But anything that's liquid and squishy like that, it's just a pain. It's a pain to figure out what to do with it. This whole, it's strapped to this as part of the bag. So, when I take off everything, I have to remove this first. I don't know what the solution would be. I know some people put it in here somehow. But yeah. And this side that's all my camping stuff. So I don't really need to touch that if I'm not camping. This is a bathroom bag, some toilet paper, some hand sanitizer in case that kind of stuff's needed, bug spray, sunscreen, and the buff. This is the toolkit, the air compressor, some chain lube goes in here. On this side, this is tubes are at the bottom, and a couple of other little knickknacks for fixing stuff. And then after that, it's all my weather gear. I've got a one long sleeve shirt layer, the puffy coat, the rain gear is all in there. And then there's one other little small Sedici bag that has the bigger charger things, like the drone batteries and a couple other things that are in there that I don't really need all the time. And then the tank bag in the top, I've got some little things in here, tire pressure, a little chapstick. I've got checks. I really recommend always bringing checks when you go on a trip, because at campgrounds, you don't always have the exact cash you need. And I just always use a check at a campground. A couple stickers, a pad of paper, and a pen is a good thing to have. I carry my drone license just in case. And I got some business cards. And the drone goes there. The all-in-one tool goes there. A couple of spare batteries go there for the GoPro. I don't usually use those little batteries anymore because I use bricks now, which is so much better. Yesterday when it was raining, I was using the GoPro without the mod, and the mod is how I charge it. So it was a pain. I had to change batteries, and I hate it. In here is what I charge all day long. So I've got the 360 batteries. I've got a spare brick. This is what I put in my pocket to charge the GoPro all day. And it usually lasts all day. And if it doesn't, the rest of the battery that's 100% charged in the GoPro usually covers it. Almost always. A couple of drone batteries, 20,000 milliamp or whatever. Jesus Christ. Oh, it's Salida, by the way. Battery, so that's charged when I get to wherever I'm going, so that I can charge my phone and the Garmin InReach at least. I've got a little selfie stick stand. Hold on. And I really had the plan this time that I was going to do some drive-by shots I always want to do that, and I always think I'm going to do it, and I always tell myself you are going to do it, and then I never do it. So that's kind of a useless thing. Although it's good to have. It's good to have. It doesn't take up much room. And that's the tank bag. And that's everything other than my helmet, my jacket. There's the Garmin. That's the 360 remote. And I've started carrying this red bag just folded up in the tank bag, so that when I get somewhere, I've got a little bag for each camera to keep it protected, and I can just throw it all in here, even if like I'm going to, stopping for lunch or something, and I just don't feel comfortable leaving all the stuff on the bike. I can throw it in there and carry it inside, and it's been really, really handy. Here's the Zumo, which I have the love-hate relationship with, my climb jacket, and I love that thing. And I've talked about this before, but you should have a plan. So I don't know, for me, if I need everything to be in the same place, because then I can tell if I've forgotten something. So this is the little wrist camera plant thing. It doesn't work great, but it's kind of cool. This is a tool for tightening I didn't show you this, the 360 camera setup. This is really good. This is from Insta360 directly, and I've tried everything. This was a little expensive for what it is, but it is solid, and you can use this tool to really crank it down, and it doesn't seem like it's going to let you over crank it. It's just it's great. This thing has been super, super solid. It's the best setup I've ever had. I haven't had any trouble with it. Knock on wood. So hopefully that remains the case. Those two things go in my left pocket. In the right pocket, always are my keys. No matter what, they have to be in there, and these pockets have to be zipped. That's just key. It's key. Because when you're freaking out looking for your keys, it's not a good thing. They're going to be in the right pocket. That's how it is. And then I'm always going to need a jacket with a pocket like this. That's where my phone goes, and that's where the battery brick goes, and then I run a cable just up to the camera. And then the helmet camera, it's just a chin mount and a little, what is that, fall cam, these connectors. These are pretty good, even in weather, like these connectors are good. And I guess that's about it. Okay, I'm going to pick up the route down there, and I'm going to stop and make sure I'm headed in the right direction on the route, because that is certainly something that I would do. I can totally see myself heading back to Salida. Salida! Seriously, why? Why so difficult? It's looking like a nice day, I hope. It'd be nice to end on a sunny day, that'd be killer. And, I am as excited to go home as I was to come on this trip, and I think that's probably a good thing. Missing my wife and my peeps, and I'm psyched to go home. I thought this would be a few days longer. In the calendar, I always block off way more than I need. I thought this was going to be, I have a little spreadsheet where I was like, this is how maybe it'll go. And I thought it might be 2 weeks, give or take. And I think this is day 11 or 12. I think it's day 11 or 12. I'm not sure, but this is what always happens. I just but I really don't feel like I blasted through on if the past thing I wanted to do had worked out, that would have been another day. Oh, and I skipped from, where was that? Carazizo to Truth and Consequences. So that would have been another day. So actually my plan would have been right on, I think. Just about. Man, that river is just jamming. The bartender was also saying that there's like a community Facebook group or whatever, and there's always pictures of empty rafts going down the river, people getting tossed. I mean, I would not want to fall in that river, dude. That current is wicked. On one hand, I feel like if you're gonna drive 2 days to get out here, that maybe I should have planned some like more alternate stuff to do. I don't know. I mean, I guess I could have last night. I could have come up with something, but I'm ready to go home. I'm in home mode now. And I texted Brett last night and was like, dude, if I can make it there Sunday night, we need to go to dinner. So hopefully I'll stop in Little Rock Sunday evening and see Brett and Joanna. That would be cool. Wait, is it Joanne or Joanna? I think it's Joanne. Oh, there's a camp spot and a bridge. Oh, that was on my map. That looks kind of cool. I don't know though, that little motel was calling to me. It's like there's no one was staying there. There was an RV, and it's one of those weird setups where there's just nobody there. You call a number or go to a website, and it's all done like electronically. You sign a form, they send you a passcode, and like that's it. And when I pulled in, I thought the restaurant and the little motel were all one thing, but they're not. But the restaurant ladies totally helped me figure out. Well, first of all, they gave me their Wi-Fi because I didn't have cell signal. So a motel that wants you to call when there's no cell signal, I don't know if that's the best business idea. They should post like a Wi-Fi password right there so you can get online and do the stuff. Anyway, it was all good. And then I went, did my chores, took a shower, went over to that little restaurant, and I think it's called the Dusty Rose Roadhouse and the Our Place restaurant. And I just sat at the bar and had a couple of beers. Oh, and I had a wedge salad. Yep. I didn't have a martini, but I did have a wedge salad. I needed something a little plain and like, you know. And it was nice. I did a little work on the laptop there at the bar. And definitely a local hangout. They were all talking about their neighbors and all this stuff. Cool little town, Howard. I wouldn't say it was a town. It's just a cool area. This is a gorgeous little valley. know for a fact that I go right here. But I think I remember this place. But me knowing something is not good enough. I think we've learned that. So I'm just gonna check Gaia just to be sure. Yes, I go right. I was correct for once in my life. I'm so proud. I don't need it, but I'm just gonna go top off. You know, I need to look back at like the sort of the first pre-trip entries in these logs and the other logs from other trips, because I feel like I really build up like what I'm looking for, what I'm after, what I hope to sort of get on these trips. And I enjoy that anticipation. Like, that's part of the fun of it. But I'm always talking about, like, you know, spend time in my brain and think weird thoughts and all that stuff. And I think to a varying degree, I do get some of that. I do get what I'm looking for. Otherwise, why would I want to do it again? But I don't get it all the way. I don't really get what I want. And honestly, what good is getting what you want? Then you have nothing to want anymore and you're done. that's no good. And that's why maybe, maybe it's not motorcycles all the time, but travel, trips, it's all ways to go after that same thing. I do enjoy, and I think I need to be kind of completely alone for a while, every now and then. It's a good way to like sort of and also like I was saying, I'm like as excited to go home as I was to start the trip, because it you can also use sort of the being alone stuff as a way to like zoom out, so you can really see, in your day-to-day life, what you've actually got, who you've actually got. Because when you're in it, it's easy to sort of forget that, because you're in it. I don't know what I'm talking about. What I also don't know is what were those animals? I want to say like impala, but they weren't impalas, were they? What were they? Just some kind of elk? I have no idea. But they had some crazy alignment going on. Did you see that? The way they were running on those skinny ass legs. I wasn't sure what the best thing to do. I mean, I didn't want to stay way far behind them and just let them run forever. But I also didn't want to whiz past them and scare them to death. So we just hung out for a while. They got their morning exercise for sure. God, I wish I knew some things. I know how to say Salida now. I've had my blinker on for who knows how long. And Sam, I mean, this is just a little 2-day taste. Sam just knows how to do it, man. I'm not saying Beater doesn't know how to do it, but Sam really knows how to do it. He's just got a gift, man. I don't know, how long did it take him to find this road? It's like, look at that. I mean, come on. Sam needs some kind of award. I'd love to know how it is when he's out, or when he was out, planning this route. Like what the day-to-day was, and how much could he get done per day, Was he just... I know he like ordered some serious maps, like detailed maps that I think he studied. But then what? Like what do you do? How did he go about it? I should have asked him that when I had the chance. Maybe I'll have the chance again. It would be cool to go do that ride with them in June. Maybe next year. Maybe I can get Johnny Powell to go. Maybe Tad Steve would want to go too, although he's so far away. But he did say he wants to come down and ride with us in our area, which would be cool. Maybe the Smoky Mountain again. But I mean, I need to look at that footage again, because I think Sam said to me that he has never done the entire Tat in one go. He's like, I've never had I've never had 20 days or whatever it is to do the whole thing. And I think he was like, maybe I will though. Oh my God. I hope he can. Could that be true? Could he have never done it all in one go? I mean, it makes sense, you know? That's bumming me out a little bit. If that's true. Maybe I heard it wrong. But I'm pretty sure he said that. But I just imagine him like finding this road and being like, yeah, this one's in. This one is in. And I just wonder how many were out that he went down. Or how he had to like really struggle with what to put in, what to put out, and how to like, you know, because you do have to get somewhere too. That's definitely not the main priority, but you do have to get from east to west. So you got to throw that in there too. I mean, look at this. You think that way is the way, and then you look this way, and this way is the way. Every way is the way. God, it's just it's something else out here. I've been places where I've said this before. I don't understand why we don't all live here. It's just so beautiful. I was also thinking about the Royal Enfield this morning. And just how cool it is. In fact, let's just take a look at it real quick. Because I'm sorry. Doing a trip like this on a insect KTM, no, I can't do it. Look at that bike. That looks like a bike that's seen some things. Maybe it's not appropriate. Maybe it's not set up as good as those bikes. I get that. But look at it. I don't know if I can get a new Himalayan. I might have to keep this. Look at that thing. Come on. I'm sorry to all you other bike owners. I am. But I don't want to be on a KTM. I don't want to be on a BMW. I don't want to be on a Honda Rally. Those bikes don't look like the bike that should be on this road. They look like bikes that should be scurrying around an anthill. I was flipping through the Transamerica Trail page, trying to see if anyone's gone through the passes recently, and okay, and I did see there was one guy. This is the only one I've found recently on either of there's a couple of tap pages, but usually when people go over those passes, there's lots of pictures and stuff because it's a big event, man. It's a crazy thing. But so I didn't see any except one guy, and I don't know when this was,
I think it was within the last couple of days, went over Ofra Pass, and I mean, it looked gnarly. The snow, there was like a thin path through, I don't know, 6 feet of snow or something. Well over, you know, I don't know, it might have even been more. And there's just this narrow little path. And his comment was, I don't know why everyone says this is so hard. This is really easy. I mean, I'm not even a great motorcycle rider. This is super easy. I don't know what everyone's talking about. And I'm like, dude, I went over Ofra Pass in the best possible conditions on a beautiful day. And I probably will never do it again. I mean, it was gorgeous. I can't believe I was in that spot. The view from the top and down is just, it's unbelievable. But the riding, I mean, yes, I was on a Honda CT 125 with bicycle tires. But, dudes, that loose, shaly, it is frightening. And the right side, the death to the right, I mean, that's the most death to the right you can get. So anyway, he did that pass, but I didn't see anyone doing a cinnamon or engineer. So I don't know if that just means, I don't know what that means. I guess it's making me feel a little better about not doing them if they're not being done. I mean, what's going to bum me out is if I see a picture and it's like beautiful conditions and there's nothing going on up there at all. So maybe I shouldn't look, because that could happen. It could be beautiful up there. I don't know. I don't know why I'm letting it bother me. Anyway, that wasn't the point. The point is, I was looking at the tap, scrolling through the tap page, and I saw this post and it was like day 4 or something, and it was the picture of this antique Harley of some sort, and I'm like, holy shit. I mean, it was like a 1940s Harley. And I'm like, oh my God, someone is doing the tat on a 1940s antique Harley. That is the best thing I've ever heard in my life. And then I read down more, and he was at the Motorcycle Museum in Maggie Valley. But those motorcycles are what I think about. When I think about motorcycle adventure, I think about those dudes, in the 40s or 50s on those bikes that weren't made for dirt at all, and that's what they had, that's what they used. They didn't care, and it worked fine. I can't help it. That's what's ingrained in my brain as what a motorcycle should look like. I'm basically just repeating everything I said in that video about how everyone's bike is ugly. But it's true. A bike should look more like this Royal Enfield Himalayan. I understand that no one will agree with that, but for me, that's just the way it is. And I do like the way the new one looks, but I don't know. I'd like to see them side by side. And Sam's he's got us meandering through this farmland just to get some good views. And I appreciate that. Oh, and I realized this morning too, no tally-ho for this trip. I don't know why. I don't know if it's coming back. I don't know why it didn't come back. I didn't know why it didn't happen from the start. Again, I don't know a lot of things. And that's one more of them. I don't know what happened with that. Maybe it's because it's stupid. I don't know. There were some good tally-ho-able moments too, but I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. You're not getting your money back. I mean, if you paid your admission expecting tally-ho, I'm sorry, but there's no refunds. So you can dispute it with your credit card company, but that's about all, that's the only recourse you have. Dudes, you gotta admit, America has got it going on in a lot of ways. In some ways it doesn't, but in a lot of ways, it really does. And I haven't seen so much of this country. Newfoundland's going to be awesome. I'm glad we're going. I think we chose that just because it was on the East Coast and we could get there, you know, a little easier than we can get out here. But for our test run. But we gotta come out here. On the way down 50 looking for camping spots. There's so many places to there were so many places to pull an RV in by that river and just be there. And talk about a way more comfortable mode of transportation. I love that thing. Like on my work trips, I love it. Everything I need is in there. I don't need anything. I need a Cracker Barrel parking lot every 12 hours if I'm driving, and that's about it. I love how it drives. The Ram ProMaster is I mean, they've got their issues, and I'm praying I don't run into any of them, but I like the thing, man. I think it's great. My sister had been looking for an RV for a really long time, and she really liked ours, and she bought the same exact one. A little different floor plan, but same thing. Because something happened, like ours is a 2015, and then I don't know, but I think around COVID, like the new ones that she looked at, she's like, they're all just crappily made. Like the workmanship and the materials, they've all gone sort of down the toilet, and all of them. I don't know why. I think it started with the supply chain stuff that was happening. I don't know. But anyway, I'm hoping we can do some trips with her and her husband. Where's the other one? Hey. I think starting early in the morning is good for the wildlife too. I'm not sure if I'm right about that. Maybe it doesn't matter, but so Johnny Powell was saying that from La Veta I should take 12 to Trinidad. And I might do that. I guess I'll get to La Vida and assess the situation. That last bit into Trinidad is pretty much desert. That's where we shot the love scene. And I had wanted to go by there just for sentimental value. But maybe I don't care. You know how much I love desert. I don't feel like it was that long though, but I really don't remember. I really don't remember. It's not like this morning has been though. It's basically just desert. So we'll see. I remember La Vida being a cool little spot. Sam, you old son of a gun. That was like full on Enchanted Forest vibes. That, oh man. I mean, that was incredible. Oh, Bishop's Castle. I'm gonna go check that out. Brett told me about this place. And it's been marked on my map forever, and I don't know why we didn't go on the Tat. I think I've just forgotten, missed it. But let's go check that out. Anyway, wow, that Sam is the man. Killer. Oh, I don't know if you noticed, but I went back to my old glasses. I couldn't deal with it anymore. The new ones also weren't very comfortable in a helmet. They're too unwieldy and too extra. So these are all scratched up and gross, but that's just how it went. I hope the other ones that I traded in for are going to be good. And Brett told me about this place a long time ago, but I kind of forget. I think it's just some guy who built himself a castle, and it's supposed to be pretty nutty. So I'm psyched to check it out. And in that Enchanted Forest part, I got up to like 8,900. I'm almost back to 8,900. And man, it's been cold all morning, but it was really cold through there. The Zumo said it was 50 degrees. It felt colder than that. Not a warm morning, man. I've got the shorts on. That's okay. And the puffy jacket, but I'm still cold even with the puffy jacket. I was thinking too about how I never learn on these trips. Like, before this trip, I was like, I'm maybe gonna get a couple of motels, but it's gonna be all camping. Brought the saw and the big knife and all that stuff. But no, it was definitely more motels than camping, for sure, by a lot. And it's always been that way. Every trip, going to camp every single night. No, you never are going to do that, sir. You aren't. That's just not your deal. It's partly to do with the immense hassle of the electronics in a camping situation. And I mean, I could let the cards just build up and do it whenever, you know, like say 3 days of camping, and then but like just the camera on the helmet, it usually takes 25 minutes to download to the hard disk. So that means if I wait that long, that's 60 minutes just for this camera. And then I've got the other two cameras, which aren't as heavy with footage, but still, and the drone. So that means that's just hours of. And I don't really like to have too much on one card. I brought a bunch of cards. I don't know what the answer is. And then the writing thing. I need a smaller laptop that is definitely battery chargeable. This one says it's taking a charge from the battery that I have, but it really doesn't go up. Because that would solve it a little bit. But it's just, you know, shit strewn out in the tent, and I don't know. It's a real pain in the ass. So I just need to remember, like I say this at the end of every trip. Don't bring the goddamn saw. Don't bring the knife. Don't pretend you're going to camp every night. Because I remember, I think I've already said this, but I remember thinking, no, this time I'm really going to need the saw. Because I'm really going to be out there camping, man. I'm going to be building fires. Sir, you are never going to build a fire on a motorcycle camping trip like this. Unless you're going out for a 1 or 2 nighter and like camping is the main deal, you're never going to do it. You are never, ever going to do it. Don't bring all that food. When you're before a trip, you're thinking, well, I need to have, you know, at least 8 or 9 meals on me. No, you do not. You're not going to eat them. And I'm talking about me. I don't know what you're going to do. I don't know why I don't know why I trick myself every time. It's annoying. It's annoying, my friends. Alright, where is this place? I thought there was a road. Oh, it must just be this. Oh, his route goes that way. Okay. I'm with you now. It should be right up here. I wonder why we didn't stop by here. The only thing I can think of either is I just missed the waypoint when we went by and just forgot about it, or we had some sort of something going on and we had to get somewhere. I don't remember. And I'm amazed. Like that little section back there is so cool, but I don't remember that at all. Probably because there's just so much cool stuff on this route that I don't know.
Hey, please like this video if you liked this video, and if you'd like to see more, hit that subscribe button and the alert bell. Also, if you're interested, there are links to gear lists and goofy t-shirts in the description. Thanks a ton for watching.